Shalom, and welcome to our 29th annual Feast of Tabernacles. This is night 3 of Yahweh Comes with the Divine Degree, Part 1.
Welcome to Feast of Tabernacles. We've learned that the Feast of Tabernacles is the third greatest feast given to us as Israel by our Father Yahweh. And that it marks the end of the harvest season, and we celebrate the abundance of our crops. We've also learned these last 2 days that since we are not feeding ourselves on physical land, at this time, the abundance of our crops are those who are recruited to come to the nation of Yahweh, to become citizens of the nation of Yahweh, and those whose time it is to be resurrected from their mental and spiritual graves of ignorance back into the knowledge of our Father Yahweh, back into the knowledge of who we are, our nationality being Hebrew Israelites, that we are not colored, we are not black, we are not Negroes, we're not African Americans, and we are not niggers. We are the children of Yahweh, Hebrew Israelites by nationality. That gives us the knowledge that we should keep the high holy days that have been prescribed for us by our Father Yahweh, who is the creator not only of Israel, but of all things seen and unseen. We learned that our feasts are commemorated by solar time, and we've learned how important solar time is. We've learned who the original timekeepers are, and that they keep time by the original giver and creator of time, Yahweh. We've learned that it is Yahweh's love, compassion, and charity for us that has caused me to be raised from among you, sent to you, to resurrect you into the knowledge that is your own, that will make you take your place out of poverty into riches. It will make you take your place in the civilized world of today, where we will give up savagery, hatred for ourselves, distrust of each other, and begin to show forth to the world that something unique has happened among us, that is causing us to come together and build a perfect society, one that ultimately the whole earth is going to migrate to. The society that I'm building is the model for the planet Earth, and everybody is going to come at Feast of Tabernacles to worship the King of Israel. Praise Yahweh. All the nations of the earth are going to come with great joy and say, come, let us go up to the house of Jacob. Come, let us go up to where the Hebrew Israelites are. Come, let us go where the nation of Yahweh is. Come, let us go where the followers of Yahweh are. Come, let us go and let the God of the Israelites teach us how to have the peace, the joy, and the prosperity that the followers of Yahweh have. That day is imminent. And because I'm building the kingdom of heaven itself, then you have to come to know that it will never, ever be destroyed. And of course, this raises questions in the minds of some, having seen men come from among us, and I will not call their various names, because I don't wish to share my glory with another. There have been various men who have been raised up from among us, and they have said that they were gods, or they were the messiahs, or they were prophets. They have taught moral precepts, economic programs, and their works flourished for a time, and upon their death, it splintered, fell apart, and died. And since I am self-proclaimed as Yahweh ben Yahweh, God in the flesh as the Son, both at the same time, and within the last 2 nights, we've learned why I am self-announced, self-proclaimed, self-raised, self-taught, self-luminous. We've discovered why I am and why it was necessary. But that being what it is, we must look at the fact for those who are concerned about me being in the flesh. And what would happen if my flesh suddenly ceased to exist? I read where, if you believe in this book, you're going to have to believe all of it. You have to believe all of it. And I read where in this book, the Creator himself, the father of Adam, that some people call God, whose name is Yahweh, used to come and walk in the garden in the cool of the evening, and he used to talk to Adam until Adam sinned and broke his law. He walked and he talked with Adam. He didn't want to get sunburned, so he came in the cool of the evening when the rays were kind of thick. He walked, and then there was no more history of it. Maybe he gave up his body. But the earth continued. Then I read where he came and walked again and talked with Enoch. Yeah, he walked and talked with Enoch. Now, here we have a creator who can come and walk and talk with Adam and then just disappear. All of a sudden he's back on the scene walking and talking with Enoch. Then he really did something that'll puzzle you. Took Enoch off the planet, whole body and soul. Enoch never died on the planet. And he wasn't even God. Then Yahweh disappeared from the scene again. Maybe he went off on another plane. Maybe he just whatever. Maybe he gave up the body again. But the next thing we know, he's talking to Noah. Now, was Abraham before the flood or after the flood? After the flood. Now, Noah was before the flood, during the flood, and after the flood. And Yahweh said he was angry with the wicked. So he drowned the whole planet. Yahweh killed everybody on the whole earth except how many people? 8 people. Noah had 3 sons. Ham, Japheth, Shem. That means since all flesh was destroyed, that means that the whole people of the earth today come from those 3. All nations you see on the earth speak in their various tongues. Whether you hear a nation say Huan Ying or Yo Koso or Bienvenu, it doesn't matter what they say. They come from one father, Noah, and his 3 sons. Everybody on the earth is family. but they fight against killing one another. All over the earth, we have family members fighting and killing each other because they've lost the knowledge of their true Father, Yahweh. It's not only the so-called black man of America who has lost this knowledge, but the whole earth has been deceived away from the knowledge of Yahweh, and that's why the wars are on the planet Earth today. Think about it. So here we have, after the flood, Yahweh, you don't see him nowhere. All of a sudden, he's talking to Abraham. He comes and visits Abraham with two angels standing by his side. Some people thought all three of them were angels. Of course, you know Lot was on the scene then too. So Yahweh came and he talked with Abraham, and Abraham ran and fixed him some barbecue. That's why we still love barbecue today. It's right in your book. Abraham fixed God, Yahweh, barbecue, young fat cat. And while he was eating barbecue under a tree, the people saw him. Abraham's family saw him. And the book says Abraham was Yahweh's friend. You know what a friend is? A friend is somebody you can talk to and express yourself, and they seem to will understand when nobody else will. They'll walk with you when it's tough, not just when it's good. A friend will stick with you sometimes closer than a brother. He'll be with you when it's good and when it's bad, hard and when it's soft. And here Yahweh was talking to Abraham, his friend. They were friends. Can you imagine how wonderful it is to be a friend of God? Actually be able to sit down and eat with God, eat barbecue with God. But here was Yahweh talking and eating with Abraham, and while this is going on, he said, I come to this area because I've heard of the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah. So two angels went on into Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, I'm going to have to destroy this city. But then Abraham stood up for the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. He stood up for it. He said, well, what if I can find 50 righteous men? Would you destroy a whole city? And you have 50 righteous in it? That really upset Yahweh. He got really upset with him, challenging him like that. He said, but if you find 50, I'll spare it. So he went out and looked. You know the story. He didn't find 50. So Abraham was determined. He was fighting for the people. He said, well, if I can find 40. He said, yeah, he couldn't find 40. He said, well, I'll find 30. He worked his way down to 10. Yahweh said, if you can find 10. I love the power of 10. If you can find 10, I'll save it. Praise God. If you work the power of 10 for me in America, I'll save America from destruction. But we know that Yahweh was on the scene. That's the point. And then no more record. Maybe he left his body again, but everything continued. Everything continued. And it was up to the people to obey what Yahweh taught or not. He gave us these last 6,000 years, we've had an opportunity to obey his law or not to. We've had the opportunity to eat from the tree of life in the garden or to eat from the tree of good and evil. That's been our choice for 6,000 years. Then we see we were put in bondage in Egypt. And then Yahweh raised up Moses. And he didn't just leave Moses by himself. He came personally. Moses said, I'd like to see your face myself. And guess what? Yahweh came down to the top of the mountain, one of our beautiful mother plains, shook the mountain, caused everything in the area to shake and tremble. And then Moses was able to go up the mountain see Yahweh and talk to him face to face. Come back down the mountain, get 70 witnesses called elders. Take them up the mountain. They too saw and talked with Yahweh. And then Yahweh came down and had dinner with Israel. And they saw him in the clearness of his body. And he wrote the law with his own fingers. You know, fingers. It's all in the book. Some of y'all don't know. How many have never seen that in the Bible, that God wrote the law with his own fingers? Give it to me. Exodus what? Exodus 31:18. Don't want you to think I'm making anything up. I'm on a little run tonight. I'm trying to hurry up and get to what I want to say about the feast. 31:18. Exodus chapter 31, verse 18. Let us all read.
And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Yahweh.
What do you think? He didn't have hands? What does this prove? It proves that Yahweh is a true and living man. And as a true and living man comes and goes. What? Now, if he's coming and going in different bodies, that makes Yahweh have the power to incarnate. And I've already told you, I am incarnate. That's who I am. Oh, you'll see, I'm just universal, that's all. Everybody loves me. All nations love me. Don't you think they don't. I can tell you of a surety that the only reason that the other nations have not taken me from you is they feel sorry for you. They want you to go ahead and get all you can get from me and hurry up so they can come and enjoy me. They would take me from you if they could. You just have to swallow it. And all y'all that got hate in your heart, you just have to give it up, see? I come to you first. Then I come to all the nations. All these are my children. All these are my children right here. All of the family of God. You better believe it. I'm the only one can bring us all together in love, one to another. I'm the one. I'm born to do that. And they understand when I get on your case and I have to teach you real hard and shock you up real good. They understand. Sometimes it makes them uncomfortable, but I try not to make them feel too uncomfortable. This is celebration time. You won't have to be uncomfortable tonight. Praise Yahweh. I've proven my case that the God of Israel comes in the form of a man. Walking, talking, breathing, even born. Isaiah 9:6. The God of Israel is born from a woman. That shouldn't be hard for any of you to say you believe in the Bible anyway. You've already said you believe God or the Son of God was born from a woman. So me saying it shouldn't disturb you at all. You just have to understand I'm here. Born of a woman. You just have to accept. You can't prove 1900 years ago you weren't there. So you don't know what he said and what people wrote that he said. But you're here to witness what I say. I'm here to defend what I say myself. And I proved that the Son of God, last night I proved it, he had to announce himself. Proved it 2 nights ago because others were talking about, I know. And they were worshiping, they knew not what. All right, Isaiah 9:6, read.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
That's who I am. I'm all of this. Let's read the next verse and look at my work. Read.
Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord Yahweh of hosts will perform this.
That's my work. This means I'm here establishing a government. All of the governments of the world are de facto. And they will admit it in their writings. They will admit that all the world's governments are de facto governments. So if I came establishing another de facto government, I'd be no different from the rest of the world, and that would be a waste of time. Obviously, I have to come and establish another kind of government that won't be temporary like the governments of the world. From the beginning of this civilization's time of wicked rulership, for 6,000 years, there have been one government after another, one revolution after another, one coup d'etat, one coup after another, one violent overthrow after another violent overthrow. It's going on right now. A bunch of people are complaining, and the one that's complaining the loudest don't want to remember this government taking over Panama. They want to pretend like taking over Panama does not exist. Then the others want to pretend that they didn't take over Grenada. Then nobody wants to talk about Russia taking over Afghanistan because it's convenient among government de factos to do that. Nobody wants to talk about the Israelis, taking over Lebanon. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's all the same. All of them are going to end up in hell. I'm here to tell you. All of them. No matter what their excuse or their reason for whatever they do, because they are government de facto, they're all masquerading in the place of God as if they are the creator of the people of the earth, and they're not. So the one that is born of a woman here in Isaiah 9 and 6, who is going to become, he's going to become the mighty God. But he's born of a woman. That means he goes through a metamorphosis. I'm that one. I'm going through that metamorphosis. I'm the one that's eating the butter now, but I'm beginning to eat the honey. Soon I will not eat butter anymore. But I'm building a government. What's the name? What's the classification of my government? I'm building government de jure. That sounds French, doesn't it? Government de jure is what I'm building. That's the divine theocratic government. I'm building a government where the people of the earth will have to receive all of their orders and directions and systems from God straight through his son, straight to them. Man will have nothing to do with it. Yahweh himself is going to rule all the planet. And the beauty is to watch Yahweh make it happen when it looks like it's impossible. I came to Miami by myself. I'm not building on the back of another man. I'm not building on top of the work of another man. I'm not standing on the shoulders of another man. I'm not trying to make what another man built work. I'm not trying to take what another man did in the past from among us. There's been many great men rise up and do great works among us, but I have not come to take over nothing no other man did and try to put it back together again. Humpty Dumpty fell from the wall. All the king's men couldn't put it back together again. I have no need to try to do such. It's a busted egg. I'm the one with the power to create a new bird with a new egg. That's who I am. Praise Yahweh. Men have created many nations. Wonderful. Wonderful. I have no problem with that. So the world can't have a problem with me building the nation of Yahweh. And it just makes me more powerful than all the other men put together. That's all. Because they have built nations that have come and gone. I'm building a nation of Yahweh which shall last forever and shall rule the earth forever, shall rule the universe, shall rule the galaxy, shall be intergalactic rulers. That's what I'm building. I'm building a unique people, and of course that raises the question in some's mind, well, if your body disappeared, Yahweh ben Yahweh, what will happen to your work? I'm setting up heaven that is written shall never be destroyed. I'm setting the structure of heaven. I've already set it. That's why those who know understand that I am the Grand Master, architect of the universe. What I build can't be destroyed. Praise Yahweh. I'm teaching us to live by the law of Yahweh. Some of you understand. I said I'm teaching us to live by the law of Yahweh. And when you live by the law of Yahweh, your house shall never fall. Your house shall go on forever. You'll always be adding new citizens to my house, increasing my government. And nobody can sit in my seat. You can sit in the seat I create for you. But you can't sit in my seat. I'm the one that possesses 360 degrees of knowledge. You have trouble trying to master one of mine. Lots of trouble. You make excuses and find other things to do instead of master just one of my degrees. And one of the biggest tricks in the world is to go to the public colleges and universities thinking that you get a degree. It may be a degree, but it's not one of mine. You get a very inferior product because they tell you up front, if you're conscious, the best you can ever get is a bachelor's degree. You can never get more than one degree from any university. That's all you can get. After you get the bachelor's degree, they tell you you can master it. They call it the mastery of that degree. It's not 2 degrees. It's just another step up, they say, of the mastery of that degree, the bachelor. And it's really BS. You know what BS is. So you become the master of BS. The BS degree. They have those degrees, right? Yeah, right. Some call it Bachelor of Science. And then you have a doctorate degree, they say. What does that mean? You become a philosopher of that which you are supposed to have mastered in the first place. And your PhD is just some more of that same stuff. pH, pile higher and live up. Oh. And they just pay you more money to spread that stuff around. It's not very good fertilizer. Because you have never been able to use it to free yourself, become self-sufficient, independent, to gain power and wealth, and to raise our people to become productive citizens of America like all other immigrants who come to this country. your degrees, you're unable to do it. You're unable to accomplish it. Because what you need is the right degree. You need the degree that comes from the Creator. That's the degree that I come with. Divine degree from government de jure. What a blessing it is to wake up and become conscious of the tricks we're in. So I've already set the case for you to understand that it wouldn't make any difference if my body disappeared tonight. I've already made you rich. I've already set the laws in motion. I've already set the lives, I've set your house where you live in motion. It can't be wiped out. You can't fight what you can't see. All you can do is see my government increase like it's written here. It's increasing by the day. As we sit in this building, in every city in this country, I'm increasing right now. How many are a witness that I'm gaining? See, it's a whole house. Y'all look around. See how many are witnesses? Well, I'm gaining. Oh, yeah, I'm gaining. I'm gaining. You come doubting, and you come like the Queen of Sheba. She come with hard questions. She said, my goodness, the half wasn't told to me. I had no idea Yahweh was like this. So you come with doubt and you leave with confidence that Yahweh really is God. I'm this child that is born. Think about that. Born. And the government is going to be up on my shoulders. And then I have a name that's unusual. Wonderful. My name is Wonderful. And I let people see that I'm wonderful. Just like my name. I'm a wonderful person. I am. I'm the wonderful one. And when you experience me, you'll say, ooh, Yahweh is wonderful. I'm the counselor. There's no problem that you can have that I can't give you divine counsel. So that all who come to me, you get peace and rest in your mind from whatever your problem is in life, because I'm able to counsel you in any area of life. Also, it tells you my name is the mighty God. Think about it. A child becomes the mighty God. And at the same time becomes the Prince of Peace. How many admit the world needs peace? Then the world needs the Prince of Peace. You want to have peace on earth? Then come and join hands with me. That's all. And follow the precepts that I espouse. Follow the precepts that I teach. You'll have peace as an individual. Then you will begin to have peace as a family, and as a result, you'll have peace in the community, peace in the city, peace in the county, peace in the state, peace in the country, peace in the world. That's what I am. I come with the total solution to all of the world's problems. Absolute solution. I don't come discussing crime. I come with the solution to criminality. I come with the solution to crime. I don't discuss drugs and all about how it's a problem. I've reduced it. It's gone. It doesn't exist here. People that have ever had anything to do with drugs is free from it in here. You can't follow me and be on drugs. That's right. It's impossible. You just can't be. You can't follow me and be an alcoholic. It's impossible. Totally. That's the solution, isn't it? When you make it impossible, that's the solution. We don't shoot each other. Ambulance will not be coming in here tonight like they do out there. Outside of this building, away from here, you know how we are. Saturday night, just got paid yesterday. We're going to cut somebody tonight. We are definitely going to blow somebody away. Is that my people? Not here. Obviously, I have a solution. You hear no profanity here. You can't curse and follow me. It's impossible. It's just impossible. You can't steal and follow me. So you can lay your pocketbook down in here. It'll be here. If you leave it, you come back, and everything you have in it will be in it. Thieves can't stay here. Just can't stay here. They don't like me. The thieves don't like me. Wow, I don't like that. He won't let me steal. No, I cause people to give it up and to become honest. Liars don't like it here. You can't stay. A liar just can't stay here. They hang. They try to hang. They try, but they end up leaving. Isn't it beautiful to find that there's a perfect society somewhere on earth? I'm developing this kind of society in every city. The only kind of men that can come to me are honorable men. Men who desire to be honorable and upright and rectitudinal, straightforward and honest and good, peace lovers. Only kind of men that can come to me. Used to be different. I had a wide open door policy. Anybody could just come, and then I found out I got taught real well that it's best not to take scavengers, the abominable shrimp, crawdads, and all those kind of folk in here. Leave those wormy, snaky people alone. I set up a beautiful screening process. They can't come to me now. I shut my door so wicked and crazy and stupid people just can't come up in here to me. You can put on some stuff that looks right, but if you're not mine, I will identify you as not mine. You can be mine and then do the opposite of what I teach. That's impossible too. Here I am as the Prince of Peace on the earth, full of war, rumors of war, destruction on every side. I come to you first, I come to America, I come to the world saying, if you want peace, join hands with me. It's not going to do you any good to join hands with your other government de facto. Join hands with me. And I'm bringing peace upon the earth. It's not a promise, something in the distant future. I've established peace where I am. And I have a circle, an ever-growing and widening circle of peace around me. So if you want peace, join hands with me. And I'll show you how to have an earth full of nothing but peace. And regardless of what goes on in verse 7, it tells you my government is going to increase, and the peace that I bring is going to increase without end. Without end. And let's go to Daniel 2:44. And get that substantiated. Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. Read.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
That's the kingdom that I'm building. The kingdom that I'm building is going to consume all other kingdoms and break all other kingdoms in pieces. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to break every government on earth in pieces and consume it all by myself. Just consume it. That's it. There won't be any more. The only thing that I'm going to allow to exist on my earth is what I build. It's mine. Man didn't create it, I created man. Put him up on my earth. And you think I'm going to let man run it like he wants to? It's not his to run like he wants to. I'm going to run it like I want to. Then I have nerve to come get on the earth that I made. And then come and take up residence and have nerve to be born among the most powerful people on earth. And then stand up without a weapon formed by the hands of man and tell the most powerful government on earth, you're going to have to move over, give up your watch. I'm here to set new time in motion. Got to give it up. Nothing you can do about it. And you don't need a gun for this one. No, 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 no. Earthquakes do real well. Tornadoes do a wonderful job. Hurricanes are furious. Volcanoes are devastating. Lightning strikes are awesome, I know. It tears up your computers and your phone bills. That's when you know, see, even insurance companies, they will insure against everything but Yahweh. They will. They'll insure everything you can think of but against Yahweh. They say, well, we can't handle acts of God. I'm talking about the man that's the creator of all things. I'm his son. I'm speaking in his stead. I'm speaking what he said. So when you hear me say, I am going to consume them, that's Yahweh talking. Don't you know who's talking? I have 144,000 men coming to me who understand everything I'm saying. I'm not worried about those who don't understand. Those who don't understand, I'll let the 144,000 teach them. I know who to teach. Now, let me bring something else on home. With Feast of Tabernacles, it's all about the power that I have. And I will bless them that bless me. And I will curse those that curse me. And you who come and join hands with me and become my followers, supporters, my friends, believers, and disciples, I will bless every one of you. And all the nations of the earth that bless you will be blessed. And if anybody on the earth curse you, they will be cursed. Because it is only through you who return to your Father, Yahweh, the Creator, that will cause all the families of the earth to be blessed. It is in you, the children of Yahweh, that all the nations of the earth are to be blessed. That's why I'm come. I come to you, you need me first. You need me most. Because you're the most downtrodden people on earth. Everybody knows it. But nobody has a key to help you get out of your morass, the abyss of hell. No one has been able to raise you up and raise you out of this but me. And so all the nations that bless you, they're going to be blessed. And I'm here to teach them that. All they have to do is try it. Everybody that helps me, I make their life good. I make you get more rich. I make your business prosper. This business is flat. They're just going down all over the country. They're failing. But every man in business that blesses me and helps me and treats me right, treats me good, you're always going to be prosperous. You're always going to have a business. You'll never fail as long as you help me, because I'm going up. While everything goes down, I'm going up. And you're reading in the Bible that what Yahweh raised up is never coming down. So when you attach yourself to what's going up, always up, that's a blessing. I love Yahweh. The Feast of Tabernacles is celebrated in the fall, or some people call it autumn, at the completion of the agricultural year, to recall to our attention the long pilgrimage through the wilderness. Feast of Tabernacles also commemorated the renewal of our covenant with Yahweh. How many do not know what covenant means? Covenant means agreement. We made an agreement with Yahweh at Mount Horeb. Every one of you that are here alive this day, you made that agreement, but your fathers broke the agreement. That's why you're in slavery in America today. These last 435 years of servitude in America has been because you, your fathers, turned their backs on Yahweh. So I have taught you for 10 years. I teach you again tonight. You must stop blaming white people for your condition. They're not responsible for your condition. They've done a good job of beating your behind. You need it beat. Yahweh chose white people to beat your butt. Really good. And they do a pretty good job. You need a little more beating than you get. They really don't beat you up like you should be. You need a lot more beating than you get. Yahweh used them as a whipping boy. They know it. Supposed to whip you. Anytime you turn your back on your God, you causing white people to suffer. You causing all the nations on earth to suffer. You got Bush and all this army over there ready to die because you out of your mind. Laying around on the corner and drugged out, smoking rocks. I mean, that's about as dumb as the only smoking rock I've ever seen is a volcano, and I don't want nothing to do with that. It has to be destructive. You blame everybody for your problem. Every problem you have, you blame somebody else. If it wasn't for my teacher, I would have done this. If it wasn't for my football coach, I'd have been the star. If it wasn't for white people, I would have been. You just a liar. You wouldn't be nothing. Because Yahweh is tearing you up. Where? 1 Kings chapter 9. Let's take a look at it. Y'all think I'm making this up. I'm not making it. Hey, I'm just not going to let you blame white people anymore. That's all. You can't follow me and do that. Wasn't for the white man. They put us in slavery. No, you put yourself in slavery. You got in slavery when your fathers turned against the law. You may not like to hear it, but I don't care if you don't like to hear it. 1 Kings what? 9. Chapter 9. Starting at verse 5. We're going to go through verse 9. Let's see why you're in slavery. Let's see why you're on the bottom of civilization. Let's see why you live in poverty and can't move to riches. Let's see why you live in the ghetto and can't get more. Let's see why you're always down and out. Let's see why you hate each other. You don't just hate white people, you hate everybody. You hate everything. You just hate. You hate hate. And lie too. I love everybody. You're a loving liar. You don't love everybody. It's nothing. The biggest liars on earth, black folk. Yeah, I'll see you at 10 o'clock. You know not to be there. You may never come. Won't call. Don't have no courtesy, no business ethics, no kind of work ethic, nothing. You'll have people waiting on you for 2 hours and don't call. And know it. Wonder why you fail at everything you do. I'm real, that's all. It's just the way it is. Somebody needs to tell you how you are. You are no good. There's only one way you can be good. And that's in Yahweh. He's the good God. Yeah, he's the God of good. How you going to be good without him? You're not. I'm the only one producing good people. Now, you can be good by nature, but you need some help. 1 Kings chapter 9, verse 5, read.
Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
Now look at this. Not the Israelis in North Africa, Israel. How long? Read.
As I promised to David thy father, saying.
Now this tells you who your fathers are. You haven't known who your fathers are. That's why you come up on TV hollering, "Hi, Mom." You get to be a TV star, you holler, "Hi, Mom." What about your daddy? Nobody ever says, "Hi, Dad." Is it because you never knew him? You never met him? He left early? Maybe he was a transient? In tonight, out in the morning? Before you go to school? No, we have to know who our fathers are. This deals with our history. Through our fathers, we know our culture. We're the only people in America without a culture. This gives you your culture. When you study David, who is David? He was a king. King of what? King of Israel. So when you find out that your father was a king, what does that put inside your mind? Royalty? What else? Rulership? What else? Kingdom? Riches? Heirship? Inheritance? Kingship? I should hope that you'd one day want to be a king like he was. I'm here to make every one of you that follow me king. Now that's every one of you.
So bless our King, praise our Savior for choosing us, saving us, and blessing us, for it is He who has made us.
This concludes Night 3 of Yahweh Comes with the Divine Degree, Part 1.
Yahweh Ben Yahweh, as the original creator of time, has complete power over time. In fact, time is bound by Him. So that makes Yahweh Ben Yahweh the infinite, omnipotent God of all time. Yahweh Ben Yahweh, the omnipotent, reigns now and will always reign supreme. So give Him the glory. Praise Yahweh.